Hey there again, folks. How are we doing? Uh, Welcome to the first stats show in a couple of weeks. We had our 2 week break. We do know it's a run up to Christmas. We understand that much. Very slim. Uh, get the
What are you doing to him?
Got
Leave
him.
him alone.
Got him. Got him.
She's showing darts to me for
He's
no
always
reason.
acting so
I know.
mind him.
Get the fuck. I'm not joking. I will throw a proper dart at you
What
next
I
time you
do?
touch me with them.
What I do? What I do?
Get in and have a shower, smell like.
We're going to release one fixture a week for the next couple of weeks. Then we're going to take a break for Christmas because we like
Next 3
spending.
weeks. Yes, fuck bag.
That's what I said. Jesus, you do what you need to do over there now, right?
He's talking to Reese.
Yeah.
With the yes, fuck bag. Not you.
I
Um,
know.
so there'll be 3 fixtures released over the next 3 weeks, one a week, and then we'll have a break until around the 12th of January. I'll give everybody enough time to tip away over the Christmas with a couple of fixtures and to get into the new year not being backed up with fixtures. And we think that's fair enough for everybody, including ourselves as well. We're going to go straight into it. We're going to go straight into it. We're going to go straight into the Citrine. There you go, the Duffman leading the way, 74 points. Another league win this evening. Johnny Blair right behind him on 71. Chris Gilliland on 65. He wins his game in hand. He goes to 72. One above Johnny. One above Johnny.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Phil Johnson Hale on 62, Remy on 61. I was doing a bit of calculations. Mal Cummins is on 60 points. He wins his 2 games in hands. He goes to 74. With the leg difference, if he does win the 2, he could go on top.
One of his games is against Chris, and I think the other one is it against? I don't know. It
Uh,
might be Martin Moore.
Simon Dunn. Yeah, Martin Morris definitely. Mal Cummins is against Simon Wright. And Martin Moore, I think.
Sean Wright.
Or Sean Wright. What did I say? Martin
No,
Wright?
one of them is definitely against Chris.
No, Sean.
Okay.
Fire. I can't see the top of the screen.
You may click into across outstanding games, you'll see it.
Oh, you are right. It is Chris Gilliland.
Fiver.
Fuck it.
Pay the fucking piper.
No money.
You know nothing.
Stephen Bringerton, 12 games played, 55 points. Andrew Kenyon, exact same leg difference between them. That's all that there is. William Kirkwood on 54, 3 games in hand. He can go to 75 points by winning all his 3 games. That's how close it is around the top at the moment. But you look down long. Shane Ryan, 10 games played. He can go to 64. He can put himself well in the green. I have 12 games played. SAS has 12 games played. Martin Carville, 12 games played. Grant Sampson, and we know he was away doing the York last weekend. He will catch up his games. He's on 8. Martin Moore has 35 points from his opening 6 games. Sean Wright has 7 and 35 as well. Jeff Matthews, we're just looking at it. Darryl Brown has 3 games in hand. He's on 15. Joking. Look, a couple of wins and it shoots him back up there. Carl Montgomery is the same. Loads of games at hand right there. To the stats. Sorry, no, because I'm going to try and make this as good viewing as possible. There you go. Andrew Kenyon leading the Tons on 141. I'm in second. The Storm is in third with 108. Craig John with 105. Neil Duff hammering out the 140s, 50. One of them. The Storm in second on 47 with Mr. Barry. Chris Gilland on 45. SS on 45 and Andrew Kenyon. And William Kirkwood ball on 42. Martin Moore leading the 170s with 5 of them. Johnny Blair with 3, the Storm with 3, I have 2, Gordon has 2, 1, a lot of ones in behind. Neil Duff leads the 180s with 13 with Shane Ryan, 12 for the Storm, 11 each with Stephen Pinkerton, and Chris Gilliland has 10. There's 155 180s so far in the top league. High out, our first big fish of the season. Nearly missed. Nearly. But it was by Martin Moore, fair play. That was one of his 5 there. Absolutely cracking. 164 by Stephen Brennan, Neil Duff with a 160, Remy with a 160 as well, Craig John with 156 with Jeff Matthews, super finishing. Shitloads of them with 11. Look, absolutely fantastic base legs. There's Chris, John, Grant, Luke, Martin, Simon, all with best legs of 11, couple with 12, 13 in the field. Simon Dunn still leading the ton plus finishes with 7, Chris, 3 of them in behind Neil Duff, Johnny Blair and Chris, all with 6 ton plus finishes. Actually, just to be, it'll be just interesting. Alright, so it doesn't want to work. Did work. 74 ton plus finishes so far. Chris has 2 ton plus finishes to his name. He's the only one with ton plus finishes. Neil Duff gets close with a 95.8. Mal Cummins with a 93.5. Simon Dunn 92.81. 89.98 the field. Absolutely fantastic.
Their thing should be there as well. The running average for the halfway.
Oh, the running average. It is running average for the halfway. Sorry. There it is. Chris Gilland running average halfway 90.65. Neil Duff 86.63. Simon Dunn 86.17. Mal Cummins 85.83. The Storm. Kirkwood nearly 81. Shane Ryan nearly 80.5. Remy the same. Martin Moore an 80. SES 79. There you go. It's a good running average for the halfway point of the season. It's absolutely fantastic. And there's a lot of people with a lot of games to be caught up inside there as well. So it's nearly a complete halfway mark there. But there's a few of them, the likes of Shane Ryan, halfway mark near the 81 average. That is a good average, near 81, you know what I mean? Phil Johnson Hill 83, you can just see it where it is.
Dang it.
Yeah, Alan just said Neil and Bomb both played. They both played 11, both won 10 and both lost 1. Neil lost his 5-4. Bomb lost his one 5-1. That's the difference. As we always say, consistency is key. Consistency will win you games. It's a manner on how you lose. Huh?
Was Alan questioning me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Alan did it. Consistency is key. It's the manner on how you lose. You know what I mean? That's always the way. We'll pull up the. What we'll do? We'll pull up the Kynite next. You can't see what I'm doing.
That's right.
No? Sorry, no. Let me just change this to the Kynite. And there you go. Are you sure? Just throw me under the bus. Hey Rob, how are you doing, pal? The Ciderman leads the way. 80 points, 12 games played, 1 loss to his name. Even in Ireland, he must have lost that one fairly quick. Mike Deaver in second on 69 points. The Magician has 2 games outstanding. He's on 66 points. He can go to 80 points as well. With a leg difference, he could outpip the Ciderman. And speaking of which, cheers. Carl Winters, Sweet Pea, 66 points. Marcus Hawkins, 64. Neil Withers, 62. Colin, he can move up into third position with a win with his last game. He's on 60 points. He's having a cracking season. He knows he's having a good season as well. It's good to see William Scott on 58. He can go to 65 and throw himself into 5th. Hilton on 55. Robert Shaw, 53. Ian Henley having a good season as well. Keely D, a bit of a patchy season by his standards. Cracking season last season. No doubt the back end of the season he'll have a good one. Darnell just in the purple. John Cranny as well. John Cranny can pull himself out of it and knock a couple of people in with a win. Kenny, you want to win 5-0, he can go to 52. He can jump 1 place above Darnell and put the pressure still on the people below him. The Wasp has a couple of games in hand. Gisworth the same, Morris Hedda the same, Melita, Steve Phillips. All these lads have games in hand. Absolutely fantastic though. Ciderman, points in the bag, 80 so far. Absolutely fantastic. Leading the Kyanite. And it's not an easy task. It's not an easy field, to be fair. I can enlarge that. It's a. There you go. Leading the tons, Carl Winters, 128. John Cranny, 104. Lee Marsh, 104. Marcus Hawkins, 104. 24 tons of difference there, Carl Winters, Sweet Pea. And he's leading the 140s. Absolutely fantastic. He's got 39 with Marcus Hawkins and Mike Deaver, super shooting. Tony Light leading the 170s just about though, because Colin is right behind him with the Magician and Mike Deaver and Macker the Knacker. Carl Winters leading the 180s. How isn't he leading the league? Holy shitballs. He is scoring out of his skin. Doubles mustn't be there. Mike Deaver on 11. The Ciderman 11, Darnell 8. The field. Lee Marsh high out 161, Darnell with a 156, Ian Henley 152, Neil Withers 149. Best legs 12s. Morris Hedda, the Ciderman, and William Scott all with 12s. Darnell leads a ton plus finishes. There's been 51 of them. Darnell has 6, Lee Marsh has 5, Robert Shaw has 5-4 with a lot of them. Running averages, oh they're the best averages, halfway mark right beside it. There you go. Mike Deaver leads it with a 77-22, John Gibson Lapper with a 75, Neil Withers with a 74, Marcus Hawkins with a 73-93. That's running average for the halfway point of the season. And this is mind blowing. The Ciderman, 73.88. He's leading it at the moment by 13 points, and his running average is 73.88. Absolutely fantastic. Just clinical when he gets a chance. Absolutely fantastic. Their running averages for the season, absolutely brilliant. A few of them, like I said, they have a few games to play and a whole lot, but it is a telling. I won 3-0, you prick. To the Obsidian.
Tigray.
Oh yeah, Tigray. Just because the Obsidian opened, that's why.
Whatever.
Into the Tigray, so for the laugh. If it wants to. It's loading. Loading, Tigray. Actually, the best league of them so far is the Obsidian. I can change you to the Tigray. There you go. Christopher Pratt still leading the way. Bunching in behind Ryan Richmond beat Ken Roach in the 170 this evening through really well. He's a game in hand. He's only 5 points away from Chris Pratt. He's on 68 points. Eddie Berger on 67. He can go to 74 as well. So Christopher Pratt, those two losses could turn out to be a little bit of a falter in going from first to third the way things are happening. James McAlary on 63 points, all 12 games played. Vernon Human could go to 67. Aaron McKendry has 2 games in hand. He can go to 73 and put pressure on everybody around him. Through well enough last night, to be fair. His doubles were very good once he got going as well. Garrett Watson, Johnny Mulder, Adam McVicker, top half of the table. Lenny right behind him, both same amount of points, leg difference separating him there. Patrick Leahy on 48. Hagee on 46. Keith O'Connor on 46 as well. And those two outstanding games for Hagee are going to last a long time, I'd say. I don't know, does he want to play him?
He said he did move today.
Good evening, Daniel Crocks. Did he?
Yeah, he was waiting
Missed
for
it.
Alan to come back from.
Stephen Anthony Davison just in the purple. Couple of games in hand around him with Esteban Cosma. I tell you, he's a little bit of a dark horse. Absolutely fantastic. Loads of lads. I tell you, a couple of wins. All these lads on top have points in bag. All the lads at the bottom have to play each other in the whole lot. A couple of lads have a lot of games in hand over the ones above them. Joy Hennessy's board should be up at the start of the weekend, so he'll get going as well. He was just moving house and stuff like that, but it's gonna be a cracking run in to the stats. James McAlary, Mr. Tyres leading the tons. Eddie Berger right behind him. Christopher Pratt on 98. Clark Cook leads the 140s. Johnny Mulder with him, both of 28. Christopher Pratt of 27. Eddie Berger 26. Aaron McKendry with Erlen Linney both with 25. What's the crack, horse? Anna McVicker, Erlen Linney, Jarden, Patrick Leahy and Ryan Richmond, all with 2 170s each. Who is going to take that little crown? The 180s, Aaron McKendry still leading the way with 11 of them. Christopher Pratt with 8. Garrett Watson 7. Christopher Pratt leads the high out of 164. Aaron McKendry, there's 3 of them on 156. Good darts. Aaron, Stephen, Anthony Davison and Vernon Human. Aaron McKendry still the best leg of 12. Lads are closing in behind him though. It's brilliant. Christopher Pratt leads the ton plus finishes there with 5. Erlen Linney, Vernon Human both with 4. There has been don't bother working, so 41 ton plus finishes so far in the season. Running average, best so far, halfway mark. Aaron McKendry, Aaron even 73.86. Stephen Anthony Davison 72.11. Hagee with a 69.83. Joy Hennessy 69.23 and Ryan Richmond 68.99. Just before I go any further, there are these pins. They're a little 180 pin. They will be posted out to the winners of each season, each league that top the 180 bracket. Alright, a lovely little yoke, lovely little pin, lovely little gold pin. So they'll be posted out. So another little bit of an incentive to bang in the old 180s there. So fair play at the moment in that one. It's Aaron that's looking like that he's going to pop that one.
No babes. First one.
It's on the table here behind me.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
You left it there before you went to try it.
You're trying to break into it.
Sure. Why didn't that change though? Oh, Obsidian. Oh, because it needs to go up there outside, is it? What is going on? I'll have to change this around. John Smith leading the Obsidian. Oh, we were probably gutted that he went down last season. No offence to whoever stayed up, can't remember, but we were a little bit upset that he went down.
He left.
No, he didn't. He got relegated.
Who he was in the final against. I think he did.
Did he?
I think so.
Uh,
I can't remember.
but it is John Smith leading with 77 points from 12 games. Lee Refford on 72 with Ivan David Dara on 72 as well. Gary Wilson on 68. Vinny O'Brien on 65. Helen Ward can move to 71 and knock Gary and Vinny down a peg. Ronnie Kerwin on 59. Richard Rees, Matt Peck, Malshola, Todd Sisko, Stephen O'Kane and Emmett Limmerd. Top half of the table. A lot of lads have a few games in hand around the bottom of the table. But it is, I'll tell you, it's so close. It's so close down there. It's brilliant. It's so close, it's very good. We can go into the stats. And that's the thing, like, that's so close. A win or two will move you 3 or 4 positions. Do you know what I mean? Ivan David Dara leads the 140s. He does. Who leads the tons? Vinny O'Brien leads the tons still. He led it the last day. He leads it today. 102 of them. John Smith in 91. Ivan David Dara. Top 3 in the top 3 or 4 in the leagues. Top 3 or 4 in the tons. Paddy Harkin on 88 of them tons as well. There are 1,638 tons thrown halfway mark of the season. Ivan David Dara leads the 140s with 40 of them. 36 for Lee Refford. John Smith 25. That'll tell you the power scoring there. It is what you want in a league, Alan. That's a fact. Yeah, 1 or 2 wins. You know what I mean. It changes the dynamic of a league table, and every league, if everyone was caught up, every league would be the same. 1 win would jump you 3 or 4 positions. It would be the difference between. It'll come down to the difference at the end of the season between you're fighting for automatic promotion, the promotion playoffs, relegation. Or, do you know what I mean? Relegation playoffs. You could go from 1 win at the end of the season from relegation playoffs to promotion playoffs. You know what I mean? And it'll just change everything. Like, Lee Refford leads the 180s. Helen right behind on 9. Gary Wilson, I'll tell you, they're leading the 180s there by a long shot. Gary, Ivan, and John Smith, and Richard Rees, and Vinny O'Brien, all at 4. George Fleck still leads the buyout of 160. Richard Rees still with a 160. Sorry, George Fleck with a 161, Richard Rees with a 160. Richard Rees, Todd Sisko, bought best legs at 13. I'm excited for the ones done. I'm excited for all of them. Gary Wilson leads a ton plus checkouts with 4. There has been 36 of them, and he's got 4. He's got just over 10% of them. Running averages for the halfway point of the season. Mr. China has a 79 running average for the season. Holy shit. Good average there. It's the only one. Sorry, no, I'm going to have to. I'm just going to. Oh. There you go, Mr. China, 71, 79. Lee Refford with a 68, 69. John Smith a 67 flat. Ivan David Dara 66, 43. It's good averages, lads. Remember, we are in the Obsidian. and it's steady moving. To be fair, and I don't want to jinx it, but John Smith's running average at the back end of middle season last season was a mere 59. He's 8 points up in this season, and he can push even higher. Remember his first season with us, his running average at the halfway mark was around 73. That's how good he can throw, and we all know how good John Smith throws. He's a legend on and off the board. Obsidian. We go to the Moonstone. Oh. Yeah. It's just opening up. And here we go. Warren Penny leads Moonstone on 77 points. Alan Palmer on 75. Bullseye Bob on 73. Charlie Mitchell on 72. Wow, that is close. Twinkle Toes, Wayne Baber. And that result isn't in. It
No,
isn't in it.
isn't.
It moves him up to second. He played Thomas Keane. He won 5-3. Yeah. It was a cracking. Thomas Keane had a 65 average against a 63 average. Thomas Keane with another 180 in that one. Thomas Keane moves himself up to 42 and just moves himself above Sean O'Donoghue. Oh, he's up to 14th with a couple of games in hand as well. With 4 games in hand, so he can catch up really well there. But yeah, Wayne Weber up to 60. He's up to second. Alan Palmer will go to third. Bob Myers will go to fourth. Tom Finneran in 7th. Stephen Martin Peterson, good to see him back. And in the green, Phil James can knock him out of it. He's got 62 points. Arthur Stuffy's on 58. Dan Crocs on 53. Ken Roach on 51. Andy Nelson, top half of the table. He makes that up. Again, that's good. That's good, lads. It looked like it was a good game, to be fair. You have played 8. You have. I know, I did see the result gone through. We did see it through, but Tanya couldn't get it updated by the time she was out. And I was going to leave when the result came through, so sorry, pal.
If games come in after 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, it's unlikely that they'll be put
It is unlikely.
Yeah.
It's only if there isn't training or something like that going on that there might be 1 or 2 put in, but usually not. Up to 5 o'clock Wednesday they won't be. But it's still good. I'm going to the stats. Phil James 81 tons, Alan Palmer on second on 80, Tom Finneran on 78, Bob Myers on 76, Andy Nelson on 74. It's good throwing. Wayne Baber, that's his power scoring, is his little 140 bracket. It's very good. 19 140s already. He has Gregory has 16, Kenneth Boffin has 16, Alan Palmer and Daniel Crocs and Phil James and Warren Penny, all of 15 of them. Arthur Langles 2 170s, Jody Dukin and Ken Roach both had the 1 up with the last time, and now Arthur hit 2 of them, bringing that total to 4. Thomas Keane 4 180s and another one this evening. That is 5 at the moment. He holds the pin. Warren Penny on 3, Daniel Crocs 2 with Jody Dukin and Ken Roach and Scotty McKenzie and little Wayne Pepper. Gregory highest out of 145, Ken with a 143, Jolly with a 131, Charlie Mitchell, Sean O'Donoghue, Warren Penny, best legs of 14, cracking darts lads, to be fair, and even best legs of 15 is super. Andy Nelson with a 16, it's good throwing, ton plus finishes. There you are. Alan Palmer with 3, Bob Myers with 3, Jolly Dukin with 3. It's good throwing. Do you know what? There has been 24 ton plus finishes. It's brilliant. Brunnan averages for the halfway point. Thomas Keane, 58.90. He lays the way. Warren Penny with a 58.27. Charlie Mitchell, 57.95. Alan Palmer, 57.76. Phil James, 57.43. That'll tell you how close the league is. There is nothing in the averages between them. It is cracking. Fair play to everybody. There you go. And Thomas Keane, you have 117. There it is, look. Thomas Keane, 117. What are you on about? Who's got 110? Arthur Langdis has 110. You have the 117.
Is he down me too?
He is?
The fuck, like. Man Moore is the only one that's allowed to tell me this week.
Oh snap. Oh snap, Thomas. Oh snap.
Just trade him with 117.
Thomas is one of them.
He does, yeah.
We'll go into the Malcholite. Another cracking little league. Jesus, he said I was looking at it backwards.
Just gonna update their game there now.
There you go, Malcholite.
You sorted them all out. Goodest is not a word, son.
Good to
Best.
best.
I tell you, this is cracking. I tell you,
That's my boy.
I love all the leagues, to be fair. I love this part of all the leagues. I'll say as let's get it straight, like. But I do. Warren Penny just said, brilliant work running and keeping track of it all. Enjoying my first time in the leagues.
No.
It's brilliant. Look, it is. But you make the leagues, you know what I mean? Yes, we always say the construction, everything goes at this side of it, but without the players, there's none of the construction that goes on. So it's give and take with a whole lot of it. But the snowman, Rob Sibic, leads the way. Nathan Griffin right behind him. 3 legs between it. Said it a couple of weeks ago. There was 5 unbeaten. There is no down to 3. Something's got to give. With no draws on board, something's got to give. No, I know my father, look, we had COVID in the house. He couldn't come down for the 2 weeks that there was COVID in the house. He has 6 games played. He will start catching up. His games are organised for tomorrow.
He has 2 organised for tomorrow and 1 for next Tuesday.
And so anyone that has to play the father,
Tomorrow or next Tuesday would be great.
it would be amazing, yeah. Just so he can get him caught up as soon as possible. But the 2 of them are leading the way on 84. Danny Kennedy on 72. John Rock, they were the other 2 that were unbeaten going into it, going into the spell.
And Dad has to play John.
And Dad has to play John, yeah. So he get his own back. Trying to keep that loss bracket to 1. But he's on 70. Kenny Robertson having a fantastic season. He's on 65. Tony Skerry on 58. Gary Smith up there in 7th on 47. Brendan Kinney on 45. Sasha 44. Paul Giovanni, good to see the power back. Good to see him back throwing as well. He's on 44 as well. Stephen Cranny, little teenager, he's on 44. Podge on 43. Like I said, the father is 6 played, 6 wins, 42 points. Anfin 41. Shane Boogeyman 40. Mighty Vees on 40 as well. Reese Brown delighted with himself this week. 3 wins from 5. The other 2 could have swung it as well, but he's delighted with his 3 wins. And it's good to see teenagers give him hell as well. Austin, Helen, Johnson, there's nothing in it, lads, especially with games 8 games in hand. It'll change the dynamic of the table. It's going to be so close. It's so good. There's nothing in it. There is nothing in it. Paul's new nickname is the Power. The Power Cut. Rob Civic leading the tons. John Rock right behind him. And Nathan Griffin. Gary Smith all around the top of the table. All around the top of the table in the average as well. Rob Civic leading the ton 40s. Nathan Griffin on 15. John Rock on 12. Mike Van Diest on 10. Alex Barkley. Jonathan. Michael and Rob Civic all at 170s for each there. Danny Kennedy leading the 180s. He's got the hand on with the badge at the moment. He's got 5. Austin Cisco with 3. Michael Robertson with 3. Nathan Griffin with 3. John Rock 2. Mike DeVries 2. And a load in behind with
Stephen
1.
Cranny actually got his first 100 today.
Well done, Stephen. Sasha Griffiths leads the big out with 130. Rob Civic with a 126. Gary Smith with a 116. Nathan Griffin. Well done, Neil Duff. You're dead right. It is great to see Sasha up there with a 130. You know what? I was watching her the back end of the game with Reese the other night with the 170. And she with so many 84s, 110s on the wire. That dart for the combination on the wire, and she went in the next combination and finished. It was really good to see. It was a really good game, and it is great to see her up there. Stephen Cranny with a ton, another teenager, Michael Robertson with a ton. Check out as well. It's great to see all these young fellas throwing in big ton plus finishes. Austin Cisco and Nathan Griffin both with 14 best legs. Father with 15, Rob Civic with 15 as well. Rob Civic 3 ton plus checkouts, a lot of them in there behind it. 1 running average for the halfway point. 66.22 for Rob Civic. Nathan Griffin with a 56. Not lost a leg yet in the tournament. And you great boy, Lenny. And there you go. 66.62 for Rob. Nathan Griffin 56.78. John Rock 54. Danny Kennedy 54. The Father 52. I'll just tell you how close the league is. Absolutely fantastic. I will give a little public apology for having a little crack at Neil Duff a while ago. I do think the one I found is nicer though. I'm only joking.
Huh? And you were saying poor Jay having to deal with war.
we were walking around the place. I seen him and I was like, I had to put it in there. Oh, it was funny shit. I was in a giddy humour. I know. To anybody that wants to stream the 170s or the 101s or a league game. Actually, while we are doing league games from now on, I'm going to do a further few stats on the few live ones that we do have, just so we can have a little bit of a feedback for the players that are there. So we do want to stream as many games, and we will have more feedbacks on double finishing and stuff like that. There's more stats that we can throw out there once this is happening. So any league games that we do want to throw up, please throw my way. Send us a message. There's no problem. We'll reorganize. If we've games, we'll reorganize them to throw up the live stream. There's no panic. We want to showcase your darts because it's about showcasing your darts. And the more we showcase your darts, the better you get. The better you get, the more confident you get. The more confident you get, you can bring it to the floor.
And you'll put the instructions into all the groups.
As to how to, please message away. It takes a few minutes to go through it. It takes a few minutes to set it up. It's good crack and it's good fun. And once you don't think it'll live stream, you can play your darts. It's actually a good bit of crack, and you can go back in and watch it after. I know a lot of people do watch their own streams and stuff like that after on their own games, and it refocuses on that a little bit more. And it's not just for looking at my pretty face. So there's a fixture a week for the next 3 weeks. Then we'll take a little break for Christmas and happy Christmas to everybody and all that jazz and all that. The big fish will keep going. We'll try and get that knocked out. Look, we're down to the last 32, so hopefully we can get the other couple of games knocked out between here and Sunday. That way then there's only 32, and we can
Another one has been done there tonight, so
Who?
just now. Keith Dealey and Bubble.
Keely D1,
He did?
21, 7. 21-9. Well done, Keely. Through to the last 32. Absolutely fantastic. I have to jump on and play, mate. Thanks very much for everybody for tuning in. It's great as always. It's great to see the stats and it's great to see the tables building. We're at the halfway point. You know, we're just pushing through the halfway point. It'll take a little bit longer to back into the season because of Christmas and the New Year and people are away, showing off at Lakeside and stuff like that. I mean, let's look, Neil at Lakeside. I hope you smash it, pal. I really do. We are all behind you. We really are, Nick. Definitely. Fucking, I'm not joking. If I could be there in the crowd, you'd hear me. I'd say you'll hear me from here anyway. It'd make no difference. Absolutely fantastic. Can't wait. Can't wait for that to kick off. So we're not going to send out any fixtures until after then. You love it. I guaranteed you laughed. Probably didn't. He probably goes, I can't wait to meet him the 11th. I'm going to knock his head in. I forget it's only Saturday week. I should really wait. Just because you can come up
You're
and you tell
kicking
you
it
know.
down. He's the one picking on you all day. Fucking ball back. Twice as bad you're going to get
I
it
swear
now.
to God, you're funny people. You're the funny ones. You bring it out in me. I'm really quiet normally.
Sure.
Again, thanks for tuning in. We'll send out the pictures. Well, Tanya will send out the pictures. We'll see you later, folks. We'll have a little dance out. You're funny out. This is one more. Neil said it last night. He said it last night playing Martin. And I bet you the whole lot of you do it.
What, you big fuckbag?
Neil goes, a pipe bomb is quick compared to you. I bet you all of you do it because I know Neil does it. He does it with a lot of them. It doesn't matter. Even we were doing the Irish Open, I was marking one of his games. He was on double two. He turned around, he threw two darts and he goes, "Go on, say it." In a smidge. Everyone says it though. It's in your head. I'm delighted it's in your head because it makes the game a lot easier to play. You know what I mean? When
Of course it does, yeah.
it does. It does though. For me it does. I feel that it's helping you in your game. So you can't miss double two. I'm not joking.
Stop.
It's so funny. It was so funny to hear him last night. I can hear him. I can hear him screaming at the screen. I thought it was the funniest. It was one of the funniest things. I'm not joking. Always in volume when you're streaming as well. If we're doing a single game, it's always the funniest. I'm not joking. You're funny people. You make me laugh all the time. Thanks very much. I'm gonna go away because I'm crying.